Hey guys, Sure Humble Host. So I'm gonna do another video on the situation, and I don't want to rehash stuff, but I want to go through and actually nail a few things. This video is requested by none other Suit Yourself, who, first and foremost, I gotta thank, because without you bringing attention to what's been going on with my very small channel, I would not have the support that I have now and the attention that I do now in regards to what's going on. And I gotta say, with Suit Yourself, he is one of the very few YouTube channels that actually takes the time to interact with the smaller channels and lend a helping hand when they need it. I have been watching Suit Yourself for a while. We've had our disagreements and whatnot, but I can really respect the guy. I don't agree with everything that he says, but I've had plenty of conversations with him. They've been pleasant, and he's a really good guy. And if you have not subscribed to his channel, I will put the link to his channel in the description below for you to go check him out. He's very funny. He's crass, which I don't mind. And he talks about a lot of different topics. He's anti-SJW, anti-feminist, and he's really funny. So, once again, thank you, Suit Yourself, and thank you for everyone who has come to my channel and support and offered to mirror the videos, as that's very helpful and appreciated. As I stated in my last 2 to 3 videos, maybe 4, the more people that talk about this situation, the more people that mirror these videos, the harder it's going to be for the faith kids and bullshit media to shut everyone up. They can't get all of us. So, good job and thank you. I'm seeing more and more people review the cartoon, more and more people offer to mirror the videos, and make sure, like I said in my other videos, make sure you grab MrRepzion's original review on the cartoon, and make sure you grab Suit Yourself's video, because it was hit with a copyright strike and he had to re-upload it, and I've grabbed both videos. So make sure you guys grab those two on top of mine, and if any of the videos disappear, like any of our videos, mirror them freaking everywhere. I have already told Bullshell Media and the Faith Kids that if my video were to go down in regards to me talking about the emails I sent, I will post it on social media, and I will keep posting it on my channel, and it's going to be mirrored. So, like I said, thank you guys. So, the video that I will be doing is going to be on the MrRepzion situation, and like I said, it's requested by none other Suit Yourself, and in the comments, because he left a few comments on my video, call their bluff. In fact, make a video about the entire situation from MrRepzion to you. Cover the points of how unchristian their responses are, what 7 deadly sins they have broken, what their videos preach, and how they themselves have not practiced what they have been preaching. And you know what? I will gladly do so. I will also put this as a disclaimer. I am not perfect. I am not an example of a Christian. Don't look at me for how to walk the Christian walk, because I myself am struggling. I've had my own experiences over the past couple years to where I want to rip my hair out over anything Christian related, anything church-wise, because I've had my own fair bullshit of it, and it doesn't take away from me believing in God. It just makes me want to stay the hell away from church and any organized Christian community. Anyway, let's go into what was requested. Everyone by now has seen the freaking tweets from Bullshell Media and the Faith Kids, and just a quick recap on what happened for those of you who are just coming to my channel or who stumbled across this video and have not caught up with what's going on. MrRepzion did a review of the Faith Kids. Faith Kids cartoon. It's a Christian, crappy little cartoon, horrible animation, twisting of the word, and randomly throws in verses in there, and they leave out information, they manipulate what they're teaching. So MrRepzion did a review of the first episode of Faith Kids. He put his stuff out there. I didn't necessarily agree with everything that was said in the video. I didn't like everything that was said, but I left my comments, watched it, moved about my day. Later on, I hear that MrRepzion gets threatened with defamation lawsuit from the Faith Kids, And I also see that Suit Yourself does a review of the cartoon himself, the first episode, in support of MrRepzion. So I begin following the situation on Twitter and following these two, and then I go and grab MrRepzion's video. And then I come back to Suit's channel and see that he had to re-upload his cartoon review. So I grab the re-upload, I tweet out, hey guys, go grab these two videos because one has already been taken down once, and just in case MrRepzion's video is taken down, grab that one as well. So I grabbed both videos, and then I reviewed both episodes 1 and 2, tweeted them at MrRepzion and Suit Yourself, and then grabbed the two cease and desist letters, one being fake and being a template. It was not signed by a law firm or a lawyer or any legal firm. And then when that didn't work, that didn't go through, that MrRepzion was asking around about it, like, hey, is this for real? Is this legit? Somebody help. So when people confirmed, hey, this is a template, ignore it, Bullshit Media sent out a threatening letter with their own letterhead and all that wonderful stuff, telling MrRepzion to cease and desist again, and threatening defamation, that he had 24 hours, and blah 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 blah. Well, guess what? 24 hours are up, and the videos are still up. So where do I come in all this? After my 2 reviews, I decided to send out an email on March 17th. Now, I did not know that they, the Faith Kids, put out another video titled Sam Talks About Persecution. I did not know. I saw the video after sending out the email. So I made 1 to 2 videos talking about the email that I got and the interactions with them and me. And not only was I told, hey, you are doing this for views, blah, 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 you have no place to be doing this, blah, 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 blah. And then I kind of respond, when you see in the 2 videos how I respond, it's like, okay, you're full of garbage, you guys need to talk things out, what you're doing is crap. I get hit with a trademark infringement, which has 48 hours, well actually now 24, to get resolved between the 2 parties, or YouTube steps in. So, and I have already stated that if my video gets torn down due to trademark infringement because their logo was in the video and my commentary, that I will be posting it again, and that I will be reaching out to people to have it mirrored, and that I will be posting it on other social platforms. So I've already put that out there. With all that being said, we're going to look at the 7 deadly sins as requested and see which ones they broke, or see which ones that they have committed, because just from what I've counted and gone through, they have done 5. So the first one we're going to look at is pride, and we're going to look at the negative connotation, which refers to a foolishly and irrationally corrupt sense of one's personal value, status, or accomplishments. How they have committed this sin is because they have done no wrong. They are in the right, and they will not check their ego. They, because I've actually gone and found their personal Facebooks. No, I will not be giving it out. I just went and did some more research on these guys, and it led me to their personal Facebooks. They have been crying to everybody on their Facebook, we're under attack, without giving any information as to where the videos are that are talking about their cartoon, who's doing it, what's being said. It's just like, oh, we're being attacked, we're being persecuted, we've already won the battle, blah. Okay, no, so that is pride, because you're not willing to check yourselves. Faith Kids is not willing to check themselves with what wrong they did. They just want to cry foul and complain at anybody who contradicts what they're saying. Let's look at the second one. Second one is greed. They, from the looks of it, don't make a lot of money. And I actually found a review of Bullshit Media saying what things that they can do differently, and it wasn't a bad review of them, it was just reviews saying, hey, you know what, they don't know what their target audience is, blah 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 blah, so I could actually post that in the description too. It's an interesting read. Anyway, greed, an inordinate or insatiable longing, especially for wealth, status, or power. And in this case, it is for views, and it is for money. Views, because they see that MrRepzion has more views of their cartoon in his review than they do, by far. So that, they want more views. And seeing how MrRepzion is a bigger channel, makes a lot more money than they do. They are getting greedy, and by creating all this hoopla, because this is a tactic, and I've seen this tactic used many times before, start shit with bigger YouTubers, garner more attention, and possibly get more subscribers, views, and money out of it. It's not a bad tactic when executed properly. It's a cheap one, but in their case, they're using it and being very greedy about it, and it backfired horribly. Next one we're going to look at is lust, and this can fall into greed a little bit, and once again, because MrRepzion has way more views on his video than the Faith Kids with their first cartoon episode. They want more views, and they're going about it the wrong way. They are trying to intimidate MrRepzion by taking down the video, or trying to get him to take down the video, so that it doesn't take away any attention from the original video source. And lust, let's look at the definition. Lust is emotion or feeling of intense desire in the body. The lust can take any form such as the lust for sex, lust for expensive objects, extravagance, or the lust for power. And in this case, it's the lust for views. They're going far out of their way for views by trying to start all this crap and hoopla with another big channel. Once again, this is a tactic that is used many, many times, but in this case, it does not work well for them. It actually backfired, and they have turtled up, so to speak. The other one is wrath, and this is the very first one that they committed. Let's look at what wrath is. Form of intense emotional response, a strong feeling of displeasure, hostility, or antagonism towards someone or something, usually combined with an urge to harm. So, how did Faith Kids commit this? Number one, they got upset about what was said of their cartoon. Number two, they didn't use any logic or reasoning and didn't actually listen to what was being said. They got hostile. They threatened him with a defamation lawsuit. One of their tweets, I do believe, remembering off the top of my head, talks about how, well, we'll see you in court, and then we'll see who's right then. Blah. And it's just like, good grief. With the 2 cease and desist letters, they were being antagonistic and trying to be intimidating, which once again did not work. And then they threatened harm. And this was financial harm, once again with the defamation lawsuit, quote unquote. And then they went on with suit yourself, copyright strike, and then with me, with the trademark infringement, because I wouldn't keep my big nose out of it, because I wouldn't shut up about it. So they have committed, as we've gone through, pride, greed, lust, envy, and wrath. And I don't want to throw sloth in there. Let's see. Sloth refers to laziness and not really putting effort to do something, and I guess we could put that with their animation, but if anything, I would say that they are being lazy in their responses with cutting everyone off and being lazy with not dealing with anything that they started or riled up. So, maybe you could throw that in there. But with this entire situation, they are very much contradicting what they have preached. Now, once again, I am not an example or a good example of a Christian. I'm really not. I'm a struggling Christian. I have had my faith with a hole put into a big knot hole, and that's for personal reasons. And so anybody who's been on my channel long enough has noticed a shift. And it's been a subtle shift, but it's a shift nonetheless, where I've started to question a lot of things, and I've been questioning things for quite a while. And with this Faith Kids incident, it just makes me not want to be associated with anything Christian-wise even more, because to me that says, well, we can't question what they're saying, we can't say anything that contradicts it, we can't say anything that speaks out against it. And to me, that is not okay. I've had enough of that crap in churches where you can only agree to what's being said and not present any other way of thinking, or rather counter statements or question things saying, hey, well, shouldn't we look at this more? No. But so, even with their first and second episodes, because the second episode talks about loving your enemies. Well, in this case, they're not being very loving instead of reaching a hand out and saying, hey, let's talk about this. Why do you feel this way with your review? They're just going to go on the offensive and attack anybody who says anything bad about this cartoon and disagrees with them. You know, they try to tell me, well, we didn't have a problem with it. We didn't have a problem with what was said in the cartoon. We just didn't like the racial slurs like Nig Nog and the lesbian joke. And so what? And by the way, because this is confirmed, the Bullshell Media company, the associates, employees of it, all of them are black, so they are getting a little hostile about the Nig Nog jokes. I don't care. It's not racism. They're making fun of the way image, one of the characters, the Faith Kid show is being made fun of the way he looks. Not his skin color, but just the way that they have him moving around. That was the joke. Get over it. But like I was saying, they're not being loving. They just want to attack anybody who disagrees with them. And it's not just the jokes that pissed you guys off. You guys, Faith Kids, got mad because not only did MrRepzion garner more attention for episode 1 on his channel in his review, he makes a lot more money from your guys' company. It looks like you guys don't have a high turnout. If you guys were making a bit more, you guys would have better animation programs because there are better ones out there. From digging into your company a little bit more, because Suit Yourself did this too, you guys don't hire anybody outside of the family. You guys really don't have all that many employees, and you guys just spit out as quickly as possible. There is no real effort, so that tells me you guys are trying to get out as much product as humanly possible because you need money coming in. Anytime you have a company, anybody that spits out product like crack, like candy, just throws anything out there, says that, hey, I'm desperate for money, I'm desperate for views, we need to get our stuff out there so we can at least make a little bit of money for this stuff. That's what that tells me. The quality sucks. Your cartoon is freaking done poorly. It is lazy. If you guys need more employees to take more time to do stuff, hire more people, even if it does cost you money in the long run. Better quality means more views. But if you guys act poorly like you guys have continued to do, you guys aren't going to get any more people following your stuff. And you guys have committed another sin, which is lying. Because on your personal Facebooks, you have been crying, both of you. Both husband and wife have been crying about how we're under attack. But you don't want to give any details about who's attacking you, just the big bad atheist organizations. There's no freaking organizations attacking you, dude. Your cartoon is criticized, you guys flipped your lids, and then now you're going after anybody who says anything, who criticizes your cartoon. It's total and utter crap. You guys haven't told any of your family members about the videos from what I've seen. You haven't posted any links to the other videos giving their critique. It's just, oh, atheist, the evil atheist. And it's just like, no, you have other Christians like myself saying, you're full of crap. You are the one who started this YouTube war. And yes, it is everyone's business. Freaking try to tell me it's none of my damn business. Are you kidding me? This is YouTube. YouTube's going through a censor crisis right now. So yeah, anybody who gets censored or gets copyright, it's going to alert everybody else and look into going, what is going on? So learn to YouTube and actually learn what is going on. I don't want to carry this video out longer than I need to, but I want to go on a tangent. Just a little bit. Like I said, anybody who has been with my channel for a while has noticed a shift. It has been a subtle shift, to say the least, but a shift nonetheless. I know I've said this already, but over these past couple years, I've had a blowout in my own faith when it comes to Christianity, when it comes to the churches, when it comes to just being a part of the Christian community. I don't go to church. I really don't. I don't want to get up freaking 6 o'clock in the damn morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, especially when me and my husband work at night, and it's just like, no. And then the times that I did go to church weren't always bad, but it always left me questioning things. And with just the personal incidents that's happened, because I'll come clean a little bit. I grew up in a Christian family, for those of you who don't know already, and about 2 years ago, I believe it's 2 to 3 years ago, my Christian parents got divorced. And the shitstorm that followed, that resulted in me not talking to any of them outside of my father, it just really, really left me, how we say, scarred. Because it's like, well, if everyone was truly following God, this shit would have not happened. And I understand people are disobedient, people don't want to deal with their stuff and stuff it and act like everything's okay. But this incident has really made me question things, and I still believe in God, I still believe in the Bible, but I have a desire to be associated with Christianity as a whole less and less and less. I watch churches, I watch other YouTubers online that are Christian, and just with the Faith Kids thing. The Faith Kids kind of a reminder for me about what I've had to deal with growing up, because twice over the past 10 years, 8 to 10 years, I've wanted to kick the Bible and everything out the freaking window altogether, because I have had enough. Enough of the bull, enough of the manipulating, the controlling, the what I call the constrictions, because in a sense I feel like I have not been able to express myself fully as to who I am because of being around other Christians and because of my Christian walk. And if you guys have noticed, because for those of you who are new to my channel, which by the way, welcome, if y'all don't stay, that's fine. I'm just grateful of the support, so thank you for being here. This used to be my original logo. I've had this one for quite a few years, and this one was an evolution of this one. This one was my very first one. I re-updated this one, and then I want to say sometime last year I made it to this one. And this one's gonna stay for quite a while, and I wanted to be a Christian channel. I really did. And I try to keep my responses, because I would censor myself greatly when I responded to people. I would censor myself in my videos with the way that I spoke about things and the way that I did things. Yes, the Bible talks about not using slang, and it refers to cussing and how to deal with things a certain way, but with what this new logo shows is I'm done restraining myself. I'm done with just a lot of stuff, and one of the main reasons I stepped in with this situation to begin with, Faith Kids, is because I've seen this crap too many times before, and not really on YouTube, because this is my second situation that I've been a part of, where you see a Christian channel, quote unquote, trying to censor someone who called out the crap on their cartoon, or who disagreed with the cartoon, or viewed the cartoon, or what have you. But I've seen this more in real life, especially when I was younger, just getting out of my teen years into adulthood. And I just, truth be told, because I was talking with my husband about this last night, I don't know what a real Christian looks like anymore. I really don't. I don't know what it looks like to follow God anymore. I mean, I have one good example of someone truly walking with God, and that is my dad. Because the way that he's responded to the divorce, and I'm not going to go too much into it because it's not my place to talk about it here, and it's very inappropriate for me to give like any details on here, but because of the way that he's handled it and the way that he has talked about things and what he's encouraged, what he has discouraged, I can safely say that this is a true Christian. He truly walks with God, and I've seen a change in him because of it. I've felt a change. I was around him physically 3 years ago when I went for a visit and he had changed. Granted, there's still stuff going on, but I felt the change, and I could say, hey, you know what, this person is truly a Christian and an example that I can look up to, because not only does he admit his mistakes, he deals with them, he comes back and apologizes, hey, you know what, that was wrong of me, here's why this was said. And so he's done that with me growing up. And like I said, suffice to say, that has been my one true example of what a Christian looks like. Someone who really struggles, who's really had a rough walk in life, who doesn't try to hurt people intentionally. And when he does hurt people, he comes back and tries to fix it and tries to mend the hurt that was there and tries to understand. So he is my only example that I have with just with the way that he walks, because he walks the walk, he talks the talk. He struggles, but he's honest about it. So that is my only example. I don't have any other examples. I don't consider myself a good example at all. I don't consider myself a role model at all, especially for that sort of thing. I mean, please don't look at me like I'm a true Christian, because I struggle with it, and I don't... Honesty is important, yes. But, damn it, I'm getting emotional. It's just, Christianity is hard because you run into asshats. You run into a lot of people who claim that they want to help everybody, who claim that they want to serve a purpose and reach out, but when it comes time to actually do so, when they are questioned on why they believe something or why they're teaching something a certain way, hell hath no fury like a questioned Christian. I shit you not. And it's something that really just kind of disturbs me, and like I've stated before, twice I've wanted to kick the entire Bible. I wanted to kick the entire Christian thing because I got so angry and so freaking fed up with how things run, with what I saw, how I was freaking being treated, and it's like, just the hell with this. I can't. And I haven't really kicked it all together, but you won't really see me getting into arguments so much anymore. I don't want to fucking argue about it anymore. I have kind of distanced myself, and it's for good reason. And I know, just for me personally, I know God is real. I believe in His Word. I believe He's enabled my husband and I to sustain in the area that we are at. Anytime a car problem has come up, we've always had money. Granted, we don't have a lot of money, but anything that we need to take care of, medical, car, house, pet, it's always somehow there. So that I can testify and vouch for. But as for associated with the Christian community, being a part of that, knowing what that looks like, I have no freaking clue, and right now, I don't want to know. Right now, I don't care. And Faith Kids is just another freaking reminder that it's like, you know what, I don't want to be associated with any type of Christian media. I don't want to be associated with trying to become a Christian channel, because I can't. I don't feel Christian. I sure as hell don't sound like one with all the cussing I do, which I can tone down, and that's not me censoring myself, that's just me going, ooh, I could put things a lot better than I do. But, yeah. I'm not going to change it off anymore. You guys get the freaking idea. That was the rundown of the requested video. Suit, I hope you like it. And guys, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. I mean, everyone has their own experience with Christianity. Even some of the big YouTube channels on here, like Armored Skeptic, has talked about why he walked away from Christianity. Jacqueline has talked about why she walked away from Christianity. She's told that story. Those are the two big YouTubers that I know of. I'm talking with other people why they walked away from Christianity and now are diehard evolutionists. I mean, I've heard so many freaking stories. time and time again, and it always comes back to how people were treated. It comes back to how people were looked at, and yes, there are certain things the Bible is against, and that's not going to change, but regardless, it always comes back to how people are dealt with, treated, handled, how specific mental problems are handled in the Christian community. I mean, I've heard those freaking stories too. How I just came across another video the other day, how a bunch of Christian people on a stupid talk show, it almost sounded like they were anti-vaccine, and it's just like, why is it I have people of my faith are the damn nutters, the flat earth people, the anti-vax people, or as someone else nicknamed them, the pro-disease people. I mean, oh my gosh, man, I just can't. Not right now. Anyway, that is my video. Sorry for the side tangent. I just wanted to express a few things with this video on top of going more into depth because, like I said, this situation, MrRepzion, suit yourself, and with them trying to shut me up, it was just a reminder of what I've had to deal with in the past, growing up in the church and growing up with being around the Christian community, which I gotta say, in my opinion, yes, there's a lot of shit out there, but to me, the Christian community has got to be the most toxic. I mean, in a way, it is the most toxic. It is filled with the most gossip, filled with the most backstabbing I have ever freaking seen, the most shunning if someone doesn't agree with something. I mean, I'm not making this shit up. I have seen this. I have walked this out. I've watched my own family experience this and just go, what the actual fuck? So, but anyway, I'm going to call it here. I have not received anything. Like I said, at 24 hours remain on this trademark infringement. I don't think they're gonna go through with it. I really don't. I think they're full of shit. They haven't done anything past the cease and desist letters with MrRepzion. They haven't done anything past the copyright strike of suit yourself. And they sure as hell aren't going to do anything with me past the infringement trademark BS. Anyway, I'm signing off. I'm gonna go do something fun. This video made me sad. Like, legit. Anyway, I'm out.